What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to talk about a few things Batman related. Now, I know I made the video just yesterday talking about the reveal trailer. I want to talk about some more rumors, some more leaks, give my kind of opinions on them, and then we're going to go back to doing that. I saw you guys seem to really like that video yesterday, so I do want to do a video of kind of the reverse 5 things I don't want in the reveal trailer. So if you guys want that, if you guys want also just other videos on Batman in general, like outside of leaks and rumors, definitely let me know. I definitely want to do different things. I've done different things in the past, and we'll go from there. So really, there's 2 things to talk about. I first want to start off with the Reddit leak. So actually, this King_R_R14, he sent me this a few days ago. He sent a couple of different people this a few days ago. And what I do want to say, I'm not going to read it. It's an extremely long Reddit post that goes through a lot of different details on the Batman game. So I'm not going to read it out. It's going to take me way too long. I know the videos are already long as they are. Basically, to kind of just sum it all up, it sounds not real. It absolutely sounds not real. Now, I've seen people say like maybe it's been taken down, or people have like asked about it. So there's different stuff going on. When I read it, okay, I read it the day he sent it out to me. It seems very fake. They use the whole alibi of they have a friend that works for them. Now, firstly, Reddit is not the greatest place for leaks, okay? Reddit normally, actually, if you go on Reddit, you can go on, there's, I think, an entire Reddit thread of just video game rumors. Like, there's an entire thread for that, and it's just people posting there nonstop every single day, all day, okay? Now, are all of them fake? No, probably not, but a lot of them are, and so you have to keep that in mind whenever it's Reddit. And secondly, he uses, again, the excuse of he knows somebody or his friend knows somebody, or his friend does, work there. Whenever you have something like that, again, I know leaks do happen, okay? People that work at companies can leak it. The companies themselves leak it out, but why does everybody seem to know somebody that works at Warner Bros. Montreal? Like, nobody knew anybody that works there until like a year and a half ago, and now suddenly everybody and their mom knows somebody who works at Warner Bros. Montreal. You know what I mean? So whenever I see that, and we've read leaks out before on this channel of people that say the exact same thing, right? My friend works there, or I work there, and I'm and not just Warner Bros. Montreal, but other places, and I'm like afraid of what will happen to me if my name comes out. Well, what would happen is you would get fired because you can't talk about that stuff. So it is very severe leaking out stuff, unless you're doing it unless there's like some sort of everybody kind of agrees on that you're going to do it on purpose. If you're kind of going against the grain and you do it, yes, you can get in a lot of trouble, and that trouble is being fired. But beyond that, again, without reading it out to you, it mainly recaps. And I guess I can show pictures. I'll show you guys pictures throughout me, kind of blabbing on about it. Mainly, it's just recapping what we already know. And again, as I've said for numerous leaks in the past, I was very gullible. I used to, and I'll admit that, back in July, back in August, back in September, I would report on these things, and I would believe a fair majority of them. Okay, some of them I would call out, but most of them I would actually believe. As I've done this more, and as I think I've gotten better at this, I feel like I'm able to call it out more for what it is. Not that I was again, doing it on purpose or anything. Like, I actually believed it, but now, just as I've done it like so many times with Batman, you see the same things repeated over and over. One thing that I look at when I see leaks and stuff like this now is how much new information is given, not counting what we already know. So a lot of times people will just literally repeat what was given in past leaks and then add 1 or 2 things. For Batman, it seems to be the villains. There's always there's always 1 or 2 new villains that they say are going to be in the game, and that's not the same as what people had said in the past, and that's like their stamp. Now, I believe this person says that there's no Nightwing, and also Joker's not in it. Now, both of those things don't sound right at all. It's the Bat family. Nightwing is one of them, and we also, I guess, again, these things could have been, a faulty, or they could have fallen apart at some point in the past, but we know that from leaks, a while ago, that Joker will be in the game. That if this is the Court of Owls game that was leaked a long time ago, Joker would be. Now, the rumor back then was Joker would be a side villain, and he would also make his way into the main storyline, so he would actually be both. I do kind of believe that. I believe that would maybe be a wrong choice, but I do believe that. So by having no Nightwing, no Joker, and then again saying, like, there's 1 or 2 additional side villains that are going to be in this game. I don't think that's enough. It doesn't sound right. His friend works there, and he really wants to hammer that home with you that his friend works there. So I just don't believe it. So overall, I just wanted to address that. I know people have, that King R sent me that, so I wanted to address that in this video. And then the second thing, and then again, this is coming from Twitter user David. I think he's got like a ghost after his name. Pretty cool little icon there. But he sent me a thing of the voice actor of Batman in Spain, and he's doing voice work. So this is on his Instagram. He's doing voice work. I'll show you guys the picture. And his shirt, he's wearing a Batman shirt. So this couldn't be, in my opinion, this could not be more obvious, honestly, because I know. Firstly, I should say this: if the game comes out in November, if the game comes out in February, either way, this is still all possible. When we talk about their job listings, right, and we talk about, okay, they're hiring people literally to like build the game, and people are like, oh my God, did you just start making the game yesterday? What I've always said is no, the game they're probably hiring for the second game, okay, which is not as much off the ground. The current game, if you see any jobs that are like contracts or like smaller, roles that are already part of like established things, those are jobs, those are roles that are probably for the Batman game, okay? But when you do this, when you think of voice acting, it's not the same. Voice actors, especially somebody like this who's doing like literally the voice work in the microphone, you can be doing this right up until the game, not when the game is out, but until the game goes gold. Now, sometimes games go gold 2 weeks before they come out. Sometimes, and going gold means they're done. They're finished. They're pressed, which means like they're on a disc, okay? And they're being shipped out. That's what going gold means. Ghost of Tsushima went gold, I think, like last week. So that game comes out July 17th, but they're officially, technically done with it. Now, they can do patches, they can do updates, they can do bug fixes, but the game itself is done. It's shipped, it's packed, it's pressed in a disc form, all that stuff. They're finished with it, and they finished with it around a month before it came out, okay? So that's just, I know some people don't necessarily know what that means. So that's what it means. But up until that point, you can be doing voice work because sometimes there's additional things they need to put in there. There's a lot of different reasons why you need to do voice work. So again, if the game comes out in November, if the game comes out in February, either one, it's far enough away where this guy would be doing this. So, how ironic that a guy who voices Batman in Spain would be doing voice work, and he's also wearing a Batman shirt. Now, okay, again, people wear shirts. I wear shirts, right? Everybody wears shirts. And you can wear whatever kind of shirt you want, but what are the odds that he's taking an Instagram picture of him doing a voice work, and he's also wearing a shirt that is Batman, okay? The odds, and he is a voice of Batman in Spain. So what are the odds of something like that? So I really think that they're just messing with us now, that he's messing with us now, that this is absolutely, for anybody that still doesn't think, I'd love to know, the people that say that it's not a Batman game, I know it's literally becoming less and less people as the days go on. I'd really love to know what this guy is doing that is outside of that realm then, if that's true. Now, again, if you don't want to jump on and I've said this every single time, I completely understand not jumping on like the hype train because you don't want to be disappointed. This doesn't mean I'm saying that the game is going to get announced tomorrow, that there's going to be a trailer. I'm not saying any of that. I'm just saying the game, and I think that is a good, that's something to keep in our heads, okay? Just because this is happening doesn't mean we get to like jump off of bridges and just be super excited. We could be super excited, and you can go jump off any bridge you want, but at the same time, this doesn't mean it's being announced tomorrow, right? But what this does mean is that the game is alive, right? You don't do voice work, I guess, assuming that this is for that Batman game. You're not doing voice work for a game that is non-existent. One thing to keep in mind, though, I depending on how I title this video, which I don't know the title of it as I'm recording it right now, but a thing to keep in mind now is if Rocksteady's game is Suicide Squad kills the Justice League, Batman is obviously in the Justice League, this doesn't have to mean he's recording for the Warner Bros. Montreal game. It could actually, in a cruel twist of fate, he could be recording for the Rocksteady game, and that would also make sense why he'd be wearing the shirt, why he would be doing voice. Again, because that game is probably a year and a half away too, right? So he could be doing it for that as well. That's interesting. I literally just thought about that now. So I guess, if you don't want to believe in the Warner Bros. Montreal game, then you can believe that Rocksteady is also making a game that has Batman in it, which again is very possible. In fact, I think again, if it's Suicide Squad kills the Justice League, it's pretty likely that Batman would be in it, at least somewhat, briefly at the least, and a lot, in terms of the most. So this could be for that game as well. So I guess it doesn't have to be for the Batman game. But very, very exciting nonetheless. A couple additional things to throw your guys' way. So I'm pretty sure that's it. If you guys ever see anything that you want me to talk about, if you guys ever see any Reddit leaks or rumors or something like this, I really do. Again, I appreciate anybody and everybody that sends me these things. You can reach me at Twitter. I'm on Discord, email, all that kind of stuff. YouTube comments, you can put it there too. I try and read and respond to as much as I possibly can. So I really do appreciate those that are sending these things. And thank you again so much for watching. I know obviously this came just a day after yesterday's Batman video. It's going to be a couple more days, probably like Monday, Tuesday, or I think actually Sunday, maybe the next Batman video. But we'll be having different things. I'll be talking about 5 things I don't want in the reveal trailer and trying to do things like that, some different kinds of videos over the next little while. As I said, well, firstly, make sure, as always, you're subscribed, have the bell icon turned on so you know when these Batman videos go up. But secondly, if you guys want me to cover something like that, kind of a fun video, a ranking video or something like that. I know I always get asked what villains I want in the game. I have done that actually in the past. There is a video on the channel of that, but I can do another one or kind of revise that video as well. So if you guys want to see something specific, definitely let me know in the comments below. I really do appreciate you guys watching. You guys really, really rock. I'm so happy we're all in this community together. We're getting ever so close to the release of this game, or to the, I guess firstly, we gotta get, I don't want to jump over it. We got to get to the announcement first, then the release. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all on the next video.